Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Collecting Casually. I was in my hometown just this last Friday, and I had a bit of spare time before I had to get to a family gathering. Now, I heard there was a new antique shop in town, and I decided to check it out. So let's go ahead and take a look at some footage and see what I found. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. Alright, now while these aren't comic books, they are magazines and they are wrapped in saran wrap and some cardboard. I am always amazed at how many comics and magazines I see wrapped in saran wrap. Some comics using the good old 3-ring binder sheet pages. You know, you can slide a piece of paper or a couple of sheets of paper into these. Definitely not the best thing for storing comic books, however. Now this booth at least had most of their comics in bags and boards, but there were some loose books, and those that were loose actually had little price stickers stuck to the front of them. That's another big no-no in my book. Most of these comics didn't seem like crazy priced. They were definitely overpriced, but there's a couple here that just amaze me. For example, this $35 Transformers number 77. I was just like shocked to see this here. Now it is on a sticky note, so who knows what it could have been on, but I don't think there were any books here that would have justified that price anyhow, especially not this sensational She-Hulk that they wanted $120 for. Like, I don't know what they're thinking, where they find these prices, but it was just cracking me up to see that price on this comic book. Here we come across some comics in the oversized, like, gallon freezer bags. I don't know how much those bags cost individually, but you know, this seller obviously knows what bags and boards are because there were comics there with them. Go ahead and invest in those bags and boards. You're going to sell a lot more comics in the future, I have a feeling. This booth at the second location I went to, again, had those 3-ring binder sheet covers there. Unfortunately, they would put 2 comics in every one of these, front and back. So I was kind of, as I was filming this, like looking over my phone as I recorded to see what books might be on the back side of these pairings. That was another pain to flip through. Even when I wasn't videoing, it was still a pain to see exactly what was in this booth. All right, so as you can see, I did find some comics there at a couple of the shops. I only went to 2 of them. One of them had a lot more comics than the other, but as I mentioned, you know, in that B-roll, there was all sorts of crazy, like, comic book storage solutions that I came across in these antique shops. It always gets me when people put them into, like, the big freezer bags or you know, 3-ring binder sheets, saran wrap, whatever the case may be. I also hate it when they put those price stickers on comics. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look and see what I actually picked up. All right, now at that first stop, I did pick up that bundle of comics that was in a plastic bag. You may have seen it look like a bunch of Marvel Tales, and that's what most of that was. So I did pick that bundle up. It was 11 comics for $10. And I do collect the Marvel Tales series, and there was one issue in there that I did not have yet, so I went ahead and picked it up. But I had in that bag issue number 32. Unfortunately, this one has a detached cover. Otherwise, it's in okay shape for the age and everything. I love, obviously, this Mysterio cover. This one has a detached centerfold, unfortunately, on issue number 49. I also picked up issue number 52. All of these are very well loved, so they will be going into my antique mall booth, you know, for a couple bucks a piece to just kind of get my money back on these and also afford the one that I didn't have in my collection. So also had number 65, number 66 here, 75, 83, and then the one that I actually needed for my collection was 85. Now again, it's not in amazing shape, but you know what? It'll be a good placeholder until I can find a better condition issue number 85. There's also this number 53, and this thing is beat to heck. It's got like some sort of, I don't know what this is on the front right here. It's like glue or tape or something. I don't know what the deal is with it. On the back, there's a ton of spots, and that just kind of continues throughout the comic. It's just all sorts of beat up. There's pieces cut out as well. So what I'm going to do with this is actually cut it up some more. I turn really bad shaped comics into comic book buttons. So I have a button making machine. I find cool pictures in old comics, and that's just my way of recycling them instead of throwing them out or trying to sell a comic that's got missing pieces and things like that, especially in that bad condition. So we'll be looking forward to making some new comic book buttons with that one. But also in that bag was this Marvel Team Up number 22, Spider-Man and Hawkeye. And the last one that was in that bundle was this special edition Spider-Man versus Hulk advertising supplement to the Columbus Dispatch. Now this one actually has some value. I'm looking at eBay solds right here on my monitor. One sold March 23rd for $16, another one for $22.50, another one for $24.56. So this one more than pays for that whole bundle of comics, and this one is in actually really decent shape. I don't think I have this in my collection, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it, but I always like these like comic book adjacent products. Obviously, yes, this is a comic, but it's got that, you know, advertising supplement portion to it from the Columbus Dispatch. I'm guessing like Columbus, Ohio. So something I hadn't seen before, at least that I don't think, but excited to put it in the collection. And then last up, at the second shop that I went to, I did find this issue of Bartman Comics number 2 from Bongo Comics. I have a couple other Bartman and Simpsons comics. I pick them up here and there when I can. That'll be one that I add to the personal collection as well. All right, so nothing spectacular in that haul, but it was really cool to get to take a look at a new antique mall. I'm always up for finding new spots to hunt for comics. And the fact that that one is in my hometown, about 45 minutes away, just means that it's another option, you know, for those slow weekends or times when I'm back visiting family and have some spare time. It's definitely a spot that I will check out again in the future. All right, well, let me know what you thought of this haul in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed the content, and be sure you're subscribed to my channel and hit that notification bell. That way you know when I release videos in the future. And until next time, I need like some sort of outro.